Hi, this is Bob Seitz and full of years. Today I wanted to just share with you a little bit about why I think these blogs might be devotional. I've written lots of devotions, and earlier years I've edited devotions, and I found that their piety was good for some folks, and for other folks not so much. Usually devotion starts with scripture, moves to a anecdote or story or parable from which a moral is derived. There's a prayer and the devotion is finished. I get that. It's a kind of piety that I was raised on and that I understand fully and honor. There's another sense in which devotionals evoke imagination about one's attachment or devotion to God, one's piety, whether on a shirt sleeve or hidden. And I think that there are ways in which you probably can be devotional without even knowing it. There are times in your life when sudden experience causes you to have an outburst of short prayer. There are times, let's say after a doctor gives you a good diagnosis, that your exclamation of gratitude is overwhelming. There are times when you look at people younger than you and wiser than you, and you're out of words to describe how grateful it is, how grateful you are to God that these people exist and that they are wise and that they are doing God's will. There are times in all of our lives when we're devotional, but it isn't necessarily a prescribed format or in a formulaic way able to be put down very quickly and understood. Devotion means, after all, an emotion of attachment and wonder and pleasing attitudes about this God. If you're devoted to your wife, you stay close. If you're devoted to your television, you stay close. That was a bad example. You understand devotion, and when it's applied to God, it's one of those mystical, ineffable things that you can't always put words to. And so your devotion may be just sitting like I am right now, in a part of the country where nature is overwhelming. I'm thinking to myself, dear God, literally, how did you do this? Dear God, what can I do to make sure it doesn't go away? Devotions are what these blogs are about. And because devotionals are difficult to nail down, especially when they're not formulaic, I'm not quite sure whether these words of mine, these words in video of mine, will be devotional for you. But I hope that they can evoke imagination and wonder and curiosity about what it means to be one of God's people as you are older, and to take moments away from the rest of your life where you can attach your spirit to God's own spirit, and where you can think to yourself, dear God, how did you do this in me?